Yo, what's up? So, a couple weeks ago, probably a couple months ago now, I remember coming home from the social event with my wife, and she was like, "Yo, are things less fun now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, things are less fun now." And I've noticed over the years, things have become less and less fun as you get older, and I'm not sure why that is. It's either because things are less fun now because you're older, or it's because your body can't really handle it anymore, and because of that reason, it's less fun. So, I remember telling my friend, maybe 5 years ago, I was like, "Yo, like, I don't want to party anymore because it's not fun anymore." And he's like, "Is it you don't want to party anymore, or is it just because your body can't take it?" And I was like, "Huh, I don't know." So obviously, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I figured, hey, why not ask myself this question and then answer it? And here's my answer. So on the argument side of things being less fun because your body can't take it anymore, I think it's pretty obvious. I turned 35 this year, and obviously, a lot of things you can't do like you used to do. You can't drink anymore as much as you used to. A lot of people I know, start developing like allergies to things, right? You definitely can't do drugs like you used to do anymore. One, because your body can't handle it. Two, also as you're older, you're just like get more worried about stuff. And then the threshold of things that you can't do anymore like gets like lower and lower. So you can't really eat bad food anymore. Like if you just like sleep late and eat bad food, you have a bad day the next day. So the opportunity cost of like doing everything is super high because your body can't really do it anymore, right? So yeah, I think that's the argument for why things aren't fun because your body can't handle it. Yeah, the other day I was walking around and then there was like a hoop there, and I was like, huh, I wonder if I can still touch the rim. And then I didn't even try it because I was worried I was gonna hurt myself. So yeah, obviously your body not handling it because you're old is a good reason for why things are less fun because it limits your ability to have fun. Another aspect of this I just thought of is like, hey, maybe like back when you were younger, you were like a lot better looking and better shape, so you were incentivized to go out and show it off, right? And now you're kind of like fat and you're like whatever, and it's not as fun. So those are all the reasons I can think of for your body can't handle anymore. On the flip side, things are less fun just because they're less fun because you're older. I think it's pretty common that things are less fun because you've done it already. Like nothing is very new to you, and you've done this exact same thing like so many times, right? And I'm not even talking about just partying, but just like really anything. You've just done it so many times already, and it's just not fun because you've done it a lot, right? Also, I've noticed, like talking to my friends that I haven't seen for a while, is I don't want to say it's not fun, but it's not as fun as it used to be, and that I think is partially because your life doesn't really change as fast anymore, and everything's kind of the same. So like when you talk to them, there's not much to talk about. That's probably why all Asian dudes just like sit around and talk about investments all day because nothing else changes in their lives. So it makes sense now. I feel like the older you become, the more like your parents you become. By the way, I was at this family party the other day, and this old Asian guy was talking about investments, and then he was like, "I invest in Rivian," and then I was like, "Oh my god, don't say anything, don't say anything," and then I held off for like a minute, and then afterwards I was like, "All right, fuck, hey, you probably shouldn't invest in Rivian," and I was like, "Why do you invest in Rivian?" He's like, "My neighbor works there, and they said they work hard over there," and I was like, "That's your investment thesis, man?" Okay, sorry, sidetrack. Yeah, so yeah, nothing to really talk about because you always have the same conversations. Usually when you hang out with friends, you just like say the same stories over and over, which I guess is fun. Um, if you were there, but if you're not there, if you're like someone's girlfriend, you're like listening to this story, you're like, yo, I heard this like 10 times, and I'm like, sorry, I have to tell you again. All right, and then the last thing, well, next thing, what I have here? Oh, people have kids, man. So I'm 35, and I think probably like 60% of my friends have kids now, maybe 50, I don't know, but kids are really boring. So if you're like 30 and your friends are just starting to have kids, yeah, kids are really boring. And I think there's this phase you go through, maybe like 31, 32, 33, when people start having kids, and the first time you're like socially hanging out with people with kids, and these are like your peers' kids, not your mom's friends' kids. And man, it's really boring. But you don't know how boring it is yet. So like there's a period of time where you're just like really disappointed to hang out with them because your expectation and reality is like so far off because they can't do anything. And then slowly over time you're like, oh, okay, this is what having kids is like. You can't do anything. You're just gonna sit around and sit there, and then that's like your expectation. And then things become okay again because yeah, because now you're used to it. So I think having kids is definitely a factor of things being less fun. In general, I think I become less extroverted. I'm like probably 80% extrovert, but then like now I'm just like, yeah, I don't even want to talk to people anymore. So that could be a reason why things are less fun. And then a big reason I think things are less fun that's more due to age and less body is that other people don't want to hang out with you either, right? And then it's like a weird. It's like so. Think about this. Like, have you ever been at someone's house and like, let's say it's like 10 p.m. and you're like, should I leave because this person wants me to leave, but they're not saying anything. They're not acting like they want you to leave, but should you leave, right? And then you're like, okay, well, I don't know if I should leave or not. I kind of am okay with leaving, but I also am cool with hanging out. Maybe I should just leave because this person wants me to leave, but I'm not really sure. But I kind of want to leave too, so I'm okay with it. So then you're just like, oh, maybe I should just leave. So you kind of just bounce, right? And it's only like people that you're like really really good friends with where you feel comfortable to just like do whatever because you don't really care. But I feel like as you get older, that circle of people that you're comfortable with like gets smaller and smaller. So yeah, it's a lot to think about there. So anyways, in summary, are things less fun because your body can't handle it anymore, or is it because things are just boring now? I think things are just boring now, and I think that as long as you understand that and you keep expectations low and you appreciate the little things like being able to spend time with your parents or being able to spend time because it's more rare, more and more rare, then you'll be okay. But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to end this with like any sort of thoughtful meaning. I just thought it'd be funny to make a video. So, there you go. See ya.